Cheeky swords.
8 of Swords.
Okay, let's go to
Would
the 8.
be Jupiter in Gemini.
This is interesting. She's like bound and tied, and she's behind a row of swords, but the one sword that would be blocking her path has been removed to the side, but she can't see that because she's bound and tied. And also the path in front of her isn't necessarily smooth, you know, it's a bit rocky, there's some water and some slippy stones, but it's still possible to travel that path. And so sometimes I feel that when this one comes up, people are they're their own worst enemy.
Yeah.
You know, they're stopping themselves stepping forward. And so I think that there's an opportunity here for them to kind of release those bounds and ties and those blindfolds and just say, okay, the path is there. It might not be smooth, but it's there and it's possible. There's something holding them back.
Yeah, I always think when there's the blindfolds and things, that actually there needs to be some of the internal focus, some of the intuition, and actually there needs to be some kind of reflection and things. But as you say, in theory, she could release herself and walk the path in front of her.
Yeah.
But
something's stopping her.
Something's stopping her. She's got all these mental blocks, and maybe it's about anxieties and things.
Yeah.
But Jupiter would. Do you need to sort of like change some of your beliefs to actually move forward?
It might be your core beliefs and your conditioning that's holding you back.
Yeah, conditioning. I think that might be some of it. Yeah.
Yeah. But again, if you were to actually shed that conditioning, the layers that bind, you know, and look at the path clearly, you'll see that it is possible.
It's possible.
Yeah.
It just might not have been how you've been taught.
Yeah. Yeah. So we've got Gemini 2, 9 of Swords.
Yeah.
Ruled by Mars.
Yeah.
He's weeping.
Oh.
Bless him. I always think he's weeping from relief. Because when you look at these swords, they're all hung up.
Yeah.
So they're like battles that are done.
They're also behind him. Yeah. It feels like the path. Yeah.
And so maybe he's just like, oh, well, I can just, I can just stop. It's over. It doesn't mean that the scars don't still exist. It doesn't mean that you don't need to process the trauma of those things. And because 9 is close to 10, 10 being completion, I feel like actually the physicalities of things are over.
Yeah.
You know?
Sort of some of the mental struggles are probably past to a point where it's actually a bit more manageable.
Well, you can start to just take a step back from it and go, okay, let's just pause and I'll deal with it emotionally after a little break. You know, because you never go straight from battle to recovery. There's always this in-between stage, isn't there? Where you're like, what has happened? And you have to stop. You have to let it settle. You know? And so I think that's that. And so that was with Mars.
Yeah.
Gemini, Mars? Yeah.
Yeah. I guess it's sort of like recuperating some of that energy in a way.
Does Mars rule war?
Yes.
So yeah, I wonder if it's in relation to that, like the war is over.
That's it, I think, yeah. Yeah.
And then it's just the aftermath, isn't it?
Yeah.
So then we're moving on to Gemini 3, 10 of Swords, ruled by the Sun.
Yes.
Oh, I quite like this. Everyone looks at this and it's like, ugh, hideous. It's not all bad. So 10 of Swords, been stabbed in the back 10 times, but he's looking over at the fog lifting and the sun coming out. And it's like it's the start of a new day. And so, again, the battles are done.
Yeah.
10 is completion.
Yeah.
So it is the new day aspect. It's like, yes, I have been stabbed in the back 10 times. It fucking hurts. But we are starting a new day. Like it's time to, I don't want to say get over it, but like it's time to put that stuff behind me.
Yeah.
You know, let the sun come out, let things start to heal.
Yeah.
And so how does that, I mean, the sun coming out and it's the sun.
Very good question. I'm not 100% sure how I could then.
Do you just think it's that the sun is starting to heal the wounds? The sun is coming out to bring you that new energy, to bring you that new day.
Yeah, quite possibly. Yeah, because well, obviously the sun we think of as the vibrancy, the ability to do things, the ability to have purpose, the essence of like your soul in a way sometimes. But
or maybe it's using those battles to then inform that sun energy, using what you've learned, using
it would be sharing what you've learned and studied and things. So maybe people aren't having to struggle much, but
using your trauma in a way that does good in the world, in a way that helps bring the sun out, in a way that helps start a new day for yourself or others.
Yeah, more uplifting words and things. Yeah.
All right, so we've got Libra, which is the 2.
Libra 1, 2 of Swords, ruled by the moon.
What do we see here?
We see the moon.
See the moon.
It's actually on the card.
So this is another blindfold.
Yes.
And so when you think too hard about a decision that you can't make a decision. When you just have thought about it so much that you lose your clarity, you lose any sense of being able to make it. The moon energy is intuitive.
Yes.
Right? And so it's saying, okay, you've got to make this decision. You've got to make it. There's no choice.
Yeah.
Follow your intuition, not the logic.
Yes. Yes.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, air signs can be quite indecisive. And yeah, the moon is kind of like, we've alluded to before, what your personal needs are internally, and actually, using that intuition to guide your next steps and path forward and things would make sense.
Okay, so then we've got Libra 2, 3 of the Swords, ruled by Saturn. Matters of the heart. Deep wounds. The spicy stuff of Saturn.
Yeah. It's just, it feels like it's like far, you're focusing on a lot of limitations in this card.
Limitations is a good word.
Limitations is a very Saturnian word.
Yeah.
But also maybe you need some kind of help or other perspective in order to remove some of the internal tensions and things.
I think remove is another good word. I feel like if you've got swords in your heart, you're going to want to remove those. And so is it the processing of stuff? Is it the kind of pulling those swords out and knowing that that's going to hurt, but being like, well, I've got to do this.
Yeah.
It's for survival.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You've got to find the strength and the discipline to... Strength
is another good word. Yeah. Libra 3, 4 of Swords, ruled by Jupiter. Another one that's having a nap. But what we see here is 3 swords hung up and then 1 sword down here that's like ready to go. And so this is just for me a little pause between battles. It's like, okay, stop for a minute, regroup, then take on your next challenge. What do you think?
So Jupiter and Libra.
You want to be strong for Jupiter, right? You want to build your strength.
Yeah, you want to. Well, again, it's sort of like expanding your mind, but also, how can you have more inner peace? I guess.
He's praying as well. If you look at it, looks like something along those lines, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But there is definitely this pause aspect of pause, regroup, maybe connect intuitively, spiritually, mindfully, whatever. Don't just rush into the next thing.
Yeah.
Like prepare.
Yeah. Yeah, because fours tend to be about stability as well, don't they? Yeah.
Aquarius 1, Five of Swords ruled by Venus. I always look at this, and there's another card similar, which is also the Seven of Swords coming up. Like, pick and choose your battles. But if you see, like, he's got 3 swords, he's obviously won because his competitors are walking away, but he's looking back at them, but he's not chasing after them. And so I feel like maybe sometimes you just need to accept the win. Like, maybe sometimes you don't need to go and finish the battle. You don't need to go and prove your worth. You don't need to have the last word.
Yeah.
But like, can you just walk away?
Yeah.
Like, accept the win and walk away. You know, good relevant for me today. Getting grumpy with someone.
Yes. Yeah. Again, with Venus can be something to do with aesthetics and beauty and things, but also the value, what's the worth.
And there's a feminine aspect of Venus as well, isn't there?
Yes.
And, you know, and that would be the kind of, take your Mars hat off. Don't go all ego. Don't, like, it's okay. Just walk away. Know your worth.
Know your worth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that. All right, then we've got the Six of Swords for Aquarius 2, ruled by Mercury. Sailing away. If you look, though, there's like a child and a grown-up there that are cloaked. And so that always represents me a little bit of sadness. A bit of like turning your back on something. But then when you turn your back on something, you then walk towards something else, or you move towards something else, right?
True.
But I think what's happening here is they're still carrying the trauma. So there might be that they have to turn away from something, but that means also that that's going to cause some pain, some challenges, some upset, but it's an essential part of that journey to move towards the next thing. And like, not everything in life is clean cut. You can't just like cut someone out, for example, and then not expect there to be backlash or retaliation or mourning or whatever, And like, life is not as simple as that.
No.
Right. And so I feel like this is a case of a necessity to move away from something, but knowing that isn't going to necessarily be an easy journey, but it's an essential journey.
Yeah.
That's the only way you can get to move forward.
Yeah, I think what Aquarius is all about sort of community and being human, I guess, in a way. So in order to be the best for your community, you need to have a change of your thoughts and heal a bit. But
I just think not be scared to change direction.
Yeah.
Like, not be scared to stay
to
where
go
you
your
are,
own way.
to go your own path. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because if you stay in other people's expectations all the time, you're never going to be happy or fulfilled. But it does take a bravery to do that.
There's also the uniqueness of like being slightly, out of the box in the way you think and everything. So sometimes that can be quite therapeutic.
So then we've got the Seven of Swords ruled by the Moon. This one's kind of funny. It's quite jovial there, isn't it? He's got these 5 swords in his hand. He's left 2 behind. He's sneaking off. He's sneaking away from this, what looks like circus tents or something similar. I just think like this is the proper picking and choosing your battle scars. The 5 was like, stop when you're ahead. But this is like, just don't get involved with the nonsense. Like, what can you realistically take on and do and achieve?
Yeah.
And what do you just have to let go of? What is just not worth your energy? And I think that's very Moon energy, isn't it? It's like protection of energy.
Well, yeah. Yeah, because we also think of what we need for our sort of personal comfort and to feel safe, but also how can you sort of digest the world, if it makes sense. Yeah.
Okay, well, that's our air signs.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you. Nice to see you. Bye.
Have the one which is the 2 of Cups ruled by Venus. So Venus in Cancer.
Two of Cups. We see one person here reaching out towards the other. I always think that's like an extension of an olive branch. I also, when I see like a winged character here, I think that it's something that's divinely orchestrated. Does that make sense? And so I feel like there's I sometimes use the analogy of like, you know, maybe you've parted friendship with somebody, whether that's could be just because you've grown apart or life's just got too busy or you may be falling out, I don't know. But then there's this extension of this olive branch. There's like maybe you're reconnecting with someone or maybe somebody's reconnecting with you. But maybe it is a case of like dropping or parking that kind of, oh, but you know, they said this or they did that or they didn't do that or whatever, and all those expectations that come with relationships. And just going, hey, how are you? You know, and I just, or maybe, you know, even bump into in the supermarket, I don't know, but I just feel like there's this reconnection of two people and almost like the letting go of what went by and reconnecting with just kind of openness and it's a good energy card, put it that way, you know.
Yeah, it kind of feels like a romantic connection in a way, but it doesn't have to be. But it's finding the value of the connection, I guess.
A meaningful connection.
Meaningful connections.
Yeah. Because we all have those people in life that we've had really meaningful connections with, and then for whatever reason, it's, you know, things just you don't connect anymore. And so I feel like this is coming home. You know, like a meaningful reconnection.
But also, I say there's like the Caduceus of like, which is mercurial thing.
Completely back lines in the middle in case you don't know what we're talking about.
So actually, but it's also behind the cups, so it's kind of, well, in a way, the thinking side doesn't need to be quite so prominent. The actual feeling side needs to come into the foreground.
I think does this depict, and you may not know this, Ida and Bengala from yoga philosophy. So they snake up the spine like this, but they are the yin and the yang, kind of carry one energy carries the other.
Right. I don't fully know.
I don't know loads about it, but it does look like it depicts that. But either way, it is the duality.
Yeah.
You know, it's the coming together.
Yeah.
Right there.
Oh yes, there we are.
Celebrate good times. Come on.
Yeah. You can celebrate good times. Like, come on.
Look, they're just having a nice time, aren't they? They're just getting together. Like the girls have got together and they're having a drink. They're having a good time. It's a bit like that. You know, it is celebratory. It is communion. It is celebration. It is feel good people around you. You know.
Yeah.
What do we think? Feel good vibes.
Definitely.
Feel good.